Hi guys, this is Banches, and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever. So sit back and relax and enjoy this episode. If you guys are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. If you guys have been here before, welcome back. I love having you guys here. And if you guys love this video, go down below and smash that like button. Also guys, I want to let you know we have a giveaway going on the channel. The current giveaway is for Transport Fever. So what you need to know, all you guys need to do is go down below, like this video, comment, and then subscribe to my channel. If you guys do all that, you guys will be entered in to get a free copy, or win technically a free copy of Transport Fever. So, you guys like these kind of games? Definitely would recommend going for it. But now getting away from the intro. So we have done an awful lot in the last episode. We brought airplanes into the last episode, and we are now currently running a successful airport. And our airport travel and the planes back and forth are running really well. You can see here we are building crazy demand. Our plane lines are working really good. Overall, I would say the demand is going well. We can go into here. Let's look at where the actual planes fall on this line here. So overall, they are our, let's see, 1, 2, 3. They're our fourth most profitable line. We're making about $1.6 million a year off of air travel. Now that is pretty splendid. These planes are operating really efficient, and that is exactly what we need to be doing. Also in our previous episode, we went ahead and we started making this line over here. So we added some coal and some ore, or not ore, this is coal and, oh yeah, this is ore. So coal and ore to come down here and create some, basically, yeah, create some steel. So we have steel being created here, which then will go to our raw material factories here. Yeah, we'll go to these raw material factories and basically produce goods to then be shipped out along our freight line. We also have over in this city some other goods that can be produced through steel and wood. So we're probably going to get into this too in this episode, since we do have a wood line that connects right up here. So to just jump right into it, let's just get things started here. So I'm going to first start by placing this goods factory on the line here, because I really want to get some goods going down in here and get some boxes onto this freight line. Once again, this will help make that line more profitable in the future. So let's get this situated here. So we need to put this in, and then we also need to go down here, and this is going to hook up already. So what we need to do is get a few trucks running on this line to start generating this demand. And they're just going to run like this. I don't like that actual way it's running. I should connect this up right here. And connecting this should redirect the trucks. There we go. So now the trucks are redirected the way I want them to travel. So that was a really simple hookup. Probably should have done this in the last episode, but we're going to do it now in this episode. So that is really good. We have this getting set up. Hopefully now we'll start having some steel come out of this factory and be placed on this freight line here. It'll probably just take a couple minutes just to everything get, just for it to get noticed and realize it can actually come out onto the line. But once that comes out, it will be really, really good for us. This is currently not producing, so we're gonna have to figure out what's going on with that and why is it not producing, and that'll come up pretty soon. But like I mentioned, we have this wood that I want to get on this line. And to get the wood on the line, we're going to have it come into this same station here, since we only have one train running on this track right now. So what I'm going to have is go to the rail yards like normal. And we're going to get a single-ended station here. And I don't think we're going to need that much wood, to be honest. So I'm not going to go too crazy with how big this line is going to be. Let's just delete this road quickly here. And I need to get this set up like that. That would be good. And I'm also going to do high speed. We're going high speed on everything now, just because we're going to get to that point in time where high speed is going to become the more efficient way to travel. So let's connect that up like that. Good. And now this line right here is going to simply just shoot out of here and right into here. Nice and easy and simple. This is probably one of the easier hookups that we're going to have to do. So definitely like that. Perfect. Good. So that's in. Let's get some signals. So this signals are going to be very important because these trains will probably be running fairly close together. So the more signals I put on here, probably the better it's going to be. So let's get a few right in here. Let's also get a few in here on the bridge. There we go. So now this should work pretty well. Let's get a train out on this line. So this is going to just be simply, we're going to use this train again, and we're going to use just state cars. We're going to go with this to start. Nothing too crazy. Just want to try to get, like I said, the man going. So that's hooked in. And now what I need to do is get this hooked in right here, the lumber producing mills. So this is already hooked in here. I'm going to have to, we're going to extend this over a little bit. I think this is going to be a very important route in our future here. There we go. Says it's too steep of a slope. Okay, really? I don't think it is, but to make you happy, we'll do this. And then we are going to just go like that. There we go. So it comes across and it will go right into here. Actually, to make this a little nicer, let's just do this. There we go. So that's hooked in. Now what we need to do is just get some truck going back and forth. Here's a depot. We're going to do 3 also. I feel like 3 is a good number to start growing demand. Oh, and I don't even have anything in here yet. So I need to first put this in. Alright, there we go. Now it's in. And now I can get to this line again. There we go. So this now should allow some wood to come out onto the train. Or this should start generating, I should say, wood to come out onto our line here. So that will be good. We'll have that. We have some steel coming finally out here. So that is good. That means this is operating how we want it to go. Okay, guys, and I am back. I kind of just went ahead and tried to just balance out a few other cities, let some more demand run, get this coal building up on this line here to get the steel being made in the factories here. Yeah, and just get everything kind of moving and running here. Hopefully we get some goods being produced soon and coming out onto this line. You can see there is some steel going in here, so this will come over here soon. So the next thing that I really want to do is try to get passengers onto a high-speed rail line. So this is our main loop right here, and we really need to upgrade these train lines going around here. So I was looking at what kind of trains I want to put on here. So for example, currently right now in line 9 we have, let's see if I can get this to open, line 9 replacement. So this is what I'm thinking of putting in here. This is probably one of the more well-known and pretty fast trains that we could use. It goes 115 miles an hour. These carriages can go up to 100 miles an hour. So overall, this would be a pretty decent setup for us. It's gonna cost us though like $118 million to upgrade our 8 trains to these trains. So I think it will be worth it for the long run because these trains could last for probably the next 20 years, at least 20 to, well, it's a 40-year lifespan on it, but I'm thinking maybe 20 to 30 years, and then we upgrade it to an electric passenger train just to make them even quicker. So we can do this. We're just got to wait till our money situation gets a little bit more balanced. And once we upgrade this, all these rails are going to have to be upgraded to high-speed lines so these trains can actually take advantage of it. Let's do it. I don't have enough money still, because I'm probably close, but not quite yet there. So basically, we're going to have to upgrade all these rails to high-speed lines, and most likely what I'm thinking of doing, we just did it. What I'm thinking of doing is we're going to start making now separate rails for the freight line. Main reason, these trains are going to travel way faster than what the freight trains are going to be traveling on. So in order to make sure that they are traveling at their full speed to get the full use out of these trains, we need to make separate lines for them. So that is definitely going to be the next biggest thing that we are going to be doing in this episode, is really separating these tracks out and upgrading all these to high-speed lines so we can get our passenger trains operating at top-notch speed, because I think that will be a big way for us to boost some revenues for our passenger lines. Cutting down on the time travel between will draw more passengers to our lines too. So overall, this will definitely be a good thing for us. It's just going to be a very large investment. Like I just said, I just invested $118 million into upgrading the trains. Now we're probably going to have to invest another $10 million in upgrading tracks. So overall, it's going to be a very, very expensive upgrade process. But let's see here. This will be the last time we get to see this passenger train on these lines. So they did a good job for us, but it's time to upgrade. What do we got here? Am I going to empty it? There you go, guys. So this is our new locomotive. I think this thing is beautiful. You guys will have to let me know what you guys think down in the comments, but I think this thing is going to be a beast of a train for us. Oh, and it sounds like a beast too. Okay, so that is our locomotive. And these should get up to the top speed on these rail lines are, I think, 70 miles an hour. So for right now, these will get up to 70 miles an hour. We just need to see what else we can get out of these. There it goes. That's a beautiful train. And there's the old one. Okay. So let's get into this. We're going to need to start upgrading, like I said, all these lines here. So I'm going to start upgrading some of these corridors in between. We got to just pause this here. This could definitely be a pretty boring process, so I don't think you guys are really going to want to see me upgrade anything here. As I go through it, if I end up switching how everything's laid out, you know, then I'll come and show you guys how I'm rearranging everything. Like I said, I will eventually switch over the freight lines to their own independent lines, but for right now, I think we're going to have to keep the freight lines attached just so then we can allow some of these trains to operate a little bit more, so we can get a little bit more money. I don't think we'll have enough money, like I said, to do all this right now in one shot. I did say I think it's going to cost about 10 million, and we had about 10 million when we started doing this, but this can be a very expensive process. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and once this is all upgraded, I will come back to you guys. Alright guys, I am back, and we have upgraded all of the passenger line rails here to high-speed rails with canneries. And you can see now, we have all these lines here are upgraded for our new locomotives, and they are doing well. These things are flying along the tracks here. This one is still filling up, waiting, but this guy here, he's already heading out. And let's see, this guy, let's see how much speed he'll get up to. I'll say one thing for sure, the other train, nowhere near getting as quick up to speed as these guys are. So that is a good thing. We'll start really cutting down on our passengers on these lines, and we'll really start getting more people moving quickly, that's exactly what I really need to be doing. So we are definitely moving in a good direction. You can already see we're up to 40 miles an hour. This other train that we had before would go 40 miles an hour by the time it would be getting into our other station. So this was definitely worth it. Definitely worth the purchase. Now we just got to really get the trains on their own separate tracks so we can get everything operating, these guys operating as efficient as possible, so they don't need to stop for any of these freight trains, because that's going to definitely slow them down, and we don't want them slowing down at all. So let's see here. If we go into here now, I'm sure these guys have dropped. Yeah. All right, so these guys dropped in profit for right now. Well, hopefully these guys will go back up. We'll have to see. I know their running costs are a lot more expensive, but it's just what we have to do right now to get moving forward. You can see right here, this is our last locomotive coming in here. And look at this thing. This thing is crawling in at 14 miles an hour. So that's exactly why we upgrade these trains. This thing is already moving at over 70 miles an hour. So this is really, really worth, I believe, the upgrade. It's justified right there. So this is why we need to upgrade the lines. Like I said, this train is coming out here, and now this train is going to get stuck behind here. So let's go ahead. We're going to pause this, and we are going to start putting some trains, especially these freight trains, on separate lines. So it's going to be a similar way, basically what I'm planning on doing, just to show you guys here, so you guys can kind of understand more or less what the plan is going to be here moving forward. So let's see. You delete this out, right? Okay. So we're going to delete these. And delete this. And this. Oh, no. Can't do that now. I hate when that happens. Okay. We're just going to delete these all the way back into the station. So that train is now in the station here. So now the whole point of doing this upgrade, we are going to upgrade everything with high-speed rail canneries, right? Probably our best bet. What we're going to do is we're going to shoot these trains out like this. And then we're going to have them just hook straight into this line, basically. And it's just going to run parallel to it. So these trains should never really get up over, I don't know. I would say they're not going to get too fast. Even when I get to the final, or I'd say later on in the years, these trains probably will max speed out around, for especially freight trains, maybe 100 and, I don't know, let's just say 100 miles an hour. So this will be good enough. We'll probably have to tweak, I guess, at the passenger lines because these need to be a lot straighter to get up to max speed. But we're not going to worry about that currently. We're just worrying right now about just getting the passengers and freight trains situation. Okay, guys, I am back. And I went ahead and double-tracked, or I should say quadruple-tracked everything up. So now we have the freight trains are running on separate lines than what our passenger trains are doing. This is great because now basically this is going to allow us to run more freight trains, and also our passenger trains can run at full speed without worrying about having to stop at signals or other kinds of trains. So you can see here these trains will eventually start building up speed. They'll get very, very quick, which is perfect. That's how we are going to grow our passenger lines and really get to a thriving transport network. So yeah, like I said, this was a huge investment for us. You can see here, we are in the hole. Oh man, 1 point. All right, well, here you go. You can look here. This cost us $118 million plus all the road and construction work here. We'll round it up to about 120, 130-ish million to do all this upgrading for us. So yeah, that was a very, very expensive upgrade to do. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it, and I highly recommend you guys doing double tracks and getting your systems separate from passenger lines. You'll thank yourself later on in the game, and you can, like I said, run a lot more trains on these rails now. So let's see how our passenger lines are doing now since we've upgraded them. They're probably not back to 100% profitability. Yeah, they're not. These are going to take a little bit just to get used to the lines, but they should get profitable again soon. So that will be good. That is all working very dandy for us. Let's go over to our other cities that we have here. How is this going? So these planes look like they are still running very well. We have 25 people here. We have a new plane that we can get, guys. What do you guys think? This is a faster plane too? 227. Not much faster, but it could fit way more people. All right, we might have to upgrade this to the Douglas DC-4 now instead of the DC-3. The DC-3 did a good job, but I think it's time to get to that upgraded point in our airfield travels. So let's see here. We got to go to line. Yeah, let's go to this line here. And how many do we have on here? We have we have 5 planes on here. So we can replace all these planes. It's not going to go well. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, is any of these planes flying with no passengers on it? That's very little. Full. It's like everything is full minus this plane. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is here, I'm gonna sell these planes, some of these off. I'm gonna only keep 2 on this line then, of the new planes, and I'm gonna get back to you guys once these 3 are sold off. Okay, guys, so we have sold off all the planes that we are not gonna need. So let's just replace now these planes. Replacing them now is going to get these 2 planes to upgrade as soon as they land and pick up more people. So let's see, where are these planes right now? Alright, let's go to vehicles again. Here, so this plane is coming in for a landing. So that is over here. This is the plane that we want to check out. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so this will be upgrading. Let's see how this thing looks when it actually upgrades, because I have not seen the new plane yet, and it's a lot bigger, so hopefully we'll be able to carry, yeah, we'll be able to carry basically not everyone here, but we'll definitely get more people, which is a good thing for us. So let's see how this ends up going. Okay. Door opens. And there we go, guys. That is the new plane doing a wheelie. Okay, cool. So we have not a full plane, but it is definitely a nice new plane, and that should do us well. So we'll see how this ends up going, but that is going to be a fun upgrade for us. And the other plane is landing right now. So I think the one thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to buy one more. Because I want to buy a plane. This is heading to be sold. Let's buy one more of these and place this out here. There we go. So now we have 3 of these bigger planes on this line, and that should be good transporting everything back and forth. Let's see here. We got to do some more managing of our lines. It looks like we are getting kind of full here with food. And we can definitely use more food going down to our city here. This is also very, very congested with, it looks like, a lot of people. But that's going to hopefully work itself out. The last thing that I want to upgrade is going to be this passenger line 2. We already have the lines set up here doing high-speed rail, and as you can see, this train is moving actually very, very quickly, which is very nice for us, and it's finally starting to make profits. So that is a good thing. How many people are on this now? That's when you see. So the length of this train is pretty good, it looks like. Maybe this is not even worth really changing or upgrading. I think we're going to keep this for now because it is making profit and it looks like it's fine. So I'm going to leave this for now, see how this ends up going. We have a crazy amount of brick in here, which that definitely needs to be sorted out with line 45. So let's get some more vehicles on this. Line 2. We got some new vehicles here. I don't like these vehicles because they kind of pigeonhole you more into one area. These are kind of vehicles that you can use for anything. So I'm not going to use these vehicles right now. We're going to stick with these. Okay. And line 45. There we go. So that is good. We will be getting massive amounts of bricks now into the city too. This will really help. Yep. So you can see here our food and our also oil percentage, how that is going overall. We come over here to these cities. These cities are probably doing really, really good too. Concord. Okay, it's not doing horrible, but it could be better. Maybe this city would grow more because we have some crazy, crazy demand now here, it looks like. All right, so we need to go to line 56, it looks like. This is probably the more tedious part of the game, is getting all this stuff to get ironed out. So, and like I said, if you don't iron this stuff out, all the other lines start slowing down, and that's how you really start losing money. So it's very important to keep everything moving as efficiently and profitable as possible. Yeah, let's see. This town might be getting tools. Yes, it is. Good. So this town is getting tools, and it should be getting some machines soon because we have a bunch of wood here. That is solid. This area should be making... Yep, they are making goods, which then should also be shipped too. Okay, so we are definitely going in a good direction. I like how this is going. This should have a bunch of steel getting dropped off, but maybe not. I'm trying to see if the steel actually will get onto the line. It is here. It is not actually even on this line, looks like. For some reason, the steel is not going on here and then being transferred over to here. I don't know why it's not noticing that. It's a little weird, I would say. But we'll see. It was going earlier, but maybe now since we just have... We need both. Okay, we probably have a good amount in storage, so maybe that's why it's not being transferred over. Alright, that's fine. We'll get it ironed out pretty soon. Okay. So yeah, we've definitely done some good upgrades today's episode. It's been nothing crazy, but we've gotten some new trains. We've separated out our freight trains to our passenger lines around our main line here, and we also got some new planes. So it's definitely some good little upgrades. I like how that is going, and we definitely have room now to expand these lines here for the future. For example, the best part that we can do is probably add another freight train onto these lines here. So the one thing that we'll definitely need to do is make room. So let's just see if I can even do that. Alright, we're going to have to reorganize some of these tracks, because these tracks are going to be very, very important for us to get some of our trains out of the yard. So let's get this situated right now. So there we go. We have set that up. Our roundhouse now is actually going to be functional. And we're going to get now some more of these guys out, because I think that this will be a good train to have out. Or we could upgrade. No, not upgrading yet. I do really like these locomotives though. We have a lot of running or track effort. Nope, alright, we're sticking with this. And we have new boxcars. But just to stay consistent, we're going to stay with these. Perfect. There we go. So we got that, and now we are going to double this. So there we go. 16 mil to buy a train like this, and we are going to place both of these on this line. So that is coming out, and this one will also come out. There we go. And here they come. So we have some more trains joining our lines. I think the passenger lines are, like I said, operating probably pretty good now at this point. Let's just check. There are no negative with those trains. Yeah. So it looks like our passenger trains are finally positive again. They are making around 3 mil. They're not having full trains, but that's fine. At least they're profitable. Our planes are killing it. Along with now, actually, our freight line is our second most profitable line. It looks like after, what is this line? Our mining line. Okay, that is killing it right now. So the stone line is making really good profits for us. Okay, so yeah, that is, I think where we're going to end it today, guys. If you guys, once again, my name is Banches, and I hope you guys enjoyed, this episode of Transport Fever. If you guys did, go down below, smash that like button, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear your guys' comments, what you guys are thinking about, what we can improve on in this game. Like I mentioned earlier on in the intro, we do have right now a giveaway going on for Transport Fever 2. Or not Transport Fever 2, just say Transport Fever. So if you guys want to enter into that giveaway, you guys, all you need to do is like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. So if you guys would do that, I will have you guys entered in, and you guys will have the chance to win Transport Fever. But yeah, until next time, guys, once again, my name is Banches. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.